Welcome to TCG Fashions. I'm Tammy. I am the creative director of Team Topper Christie Global Fashion. On our online fashion school, we train both on freehand and pattern. And for a very long time, I've been receiving questions from people. Oh, what's the difference between freehand and pattern? Okay, can I just learn pattern? Can I learn both? What's the advantage? What's the disadvantage? Actually, in garment construction, you can construct a outfit using three methods. You can either use under the flat pattern, we have the freehand and the main pattern. I mean, you are placing your either fabric or paper on a flat surface, introducing the curves and the shapes of person onto the flat surface. Then you put all those proportions in place with the mindset that the person that will wear these outfits has shapes and curves. So while you are constructing your pattern or you are cutting on freehand, you are putting those things in your mind. So that's one other flat pattern, under flat cutting. Let me use cutting so that nobody is confused. Under flat cutting, you have pattern and you have freehand. And there's another one that is called draping. Draping is when you mock up fabric on a body form. Take for example, you have a mannequin that has bust, waist, hip, looks like a human figure. Then you take a fabric and you start pleating, you start folding on the mannequin to mimic like you are sewing clothes right on the mannequin. Whenever you are draping, you use pinnable mannequin or body form. It's called body form actually, the ones that you can pin. You use the pinnable type that when you pleat, when you fold the fabric this way, you can pin in shape. You can pin till you are done with the design. You can go on Pinterest, just type and search draping. You see all manner of things, and there's no draping that is done on the floor. Draping is done on the form. That is the right way to drape. All those ones that will drape on the floor, you can try, but if you really want to drape, you drape on the form. Somebody asked me that, oh, how will I get my mannequin size or body form size? There is adjustable body forms and mannequin, so you can get that type. But this class, the online training is about pattern making and freehand. Back to the question, the two methods of cutting and sewing, they have their pros and their cons. If you want to go into ready to wear, mass production, you shouldn't be using freehand. It will stress you out. Pattern is what you should learn, because once you create a size, a pattern for a size, you can begin to create that pattern either upward or downward to fit the figure that you want to create the outfit for. Take for example, I created my pattern in size 8 and I want to make something for a size 10 or a size 12 or even size 14, till whatever size you want. I don't have to go back to create that particular pattern from scratch. There's something called grading. Grading can either be upward or downward. I can grade that pattern to the size that I want. It has saved me time. It has maintained my accuracy, because when you are making mass production, there's something we call sampling. So after I create a pattern for a particular size, I take it to the sample, I transfer it on fabric, I sew it, that size wears it. Whatever issue I think it has of that size, I correct it on the pattern. Whenever I'm done correcting and effecting the changes on the pattern, that particular pattern becomes like a standard pattern for that design. It does not matter the size of person I want to sew that particular design for. I don't have to go and start cutting or measuring the person all over. What I need is a measurement of the person, then I grade the existing pattern to the size of the person. So pattern making that's important. And when it comes to international markets, that is the acceptable way of cutting. You should have gone online and see this pattern, that pattern. Pattern making is that if you are really targeting towards that market, then you should learn how to cut using pattern. What other thing? Okay, if you want to really diversify and manipulate proper, there are some manipulations that you can't do on freehand. You might try, but it's not like it. It will look like it, but it is not it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So when you want to really start exploring the manipulating, designing big time, then you need to learn how to construct using pattern. However, freehand clothing is also a good way of cutting. It is just that one might be localized kind of, because that particular method of cutting is not acceptable generally. It's not reliable. You know, I can't transfer that pattern and reproduce and I will get the same thing. The accuracy is questionable. And another thing is, for freehand, you will need to keep cutting and cutting for every particular size you want to sew the outfit for. So it's both as pros and cons. Some people feel like pattern is stressful, having to cut on paper, then transferring on fabric. It can only be stressful if you are just starting. By the time you're already into the work, you know, you find it easy. You derive joy from doing it. Pattern is fun, it's easy. It's like you're doing technical drawing, kind of, except you didn't like technical drawing in school. But pattern is sweet. If you are transitioning from freehand to pattern, it might look hard, but sincerely, it is not hard. Just open your heart to really learn, unlearn, and relearn. Before you know it, you enjoy. But either of the two, it depends on what you want. Both are good. But when it comes to, you know, some high level of designing, you need pattern. So that is it. So that's that about our pattern classes and freehand classes. So the ball is in your court. We teach this same course in days, you know, but just choose one that you want. So thank you so much for listening to my clarifications. If you still have further questions, or maybe there was something I didn't explain better or properly while talking, you can send your questions to ccgfashions@gmail.com. I will be sure to attend to you. So thank you for choosing to learn from us. I hope to see you in one of our classes, either pattern or freehand. Thank you.